The weather is heating up and so are Mazda sales. Several crossovers had a fantastic April and we haven't even got a lot of CX-90s yet. In this Mazda news update, we're going to break down all the Mazda North American sales for April and take a look forward to all of the crossover sales for the rest of the year. What's up, everybody? I'm Jonathan Sewell Sales at Mitchell Mazda on the Boulevard in Enterprise, Alabama, and I'm skipping the drum roll because this is some big news that we're going to jump right into. April sales totaled 32,351. Congratulations to all you new USA Mazda owners, and this was the best April since 1994. Second round of congratulations to all of you new Mazda owners. Thank you for your support and for showing your Mazda passion every time you crank up your vehicle. That brings the total sales in the U.S. to 120,735 year to date. Certified pre-owned in America was 4,765. Congratulations to all of you certified pre-owned buyers. Thank you for your continued business. CX-30 had the best ever April. CX-9 had the best ever April, and CX-50 had the best ever sales total. So those three crossovers are just booming in April, and questionable on what CX-9 will be able to do in May, but I think the other two will continue. The sky is the limit, sky active. The sky is the limit in those sales, and we haven't even scratched the surface on availability of CX-90, and of course haven't even mentioned the heavy hitter, the CX-5, which we'll jump into in just a minute. Mazda Canada finished April sales with 4,459. So thank you for all of you neighbors to the north and your support there. Our neighbors to the south, Mazda Motor de Mexico, finished April with 3,777 sales. And our neighbors further south, Mazda Motor de Colombia, finished April with 1,216 sales. So congratulations to all of you North American and some South American Mazda owners. And we'll continue with the celebration of April as we break down all the individual car line USA sales right now. The Mazda 3 hatchback and sedan totaled 2,619 sales, which was a decrease over last year. Mazda 6, of course, is done. The MX-5 Miata with 967 sales, which was actually up 47% year over year because production has been steady on those. CX-3 is absolutely done. CX-30, as we mentioned, with that big April, 5,954, up 31% year over year. CX-5, the heavy hitter, still double digits, real big, 14,333 sales, down from last year, and I think that has to do with less availability, but still tracking good for the year, and we'll have some more projections on CX-5 full 2023 totals in just a few moments. CX-9 with its best ever April of 3,311. Still not sure how long they're going to produce the 23s, but there is still a good availability and great incentives on the CX-9s if you think that's the best vehicle for you, so check it out. CX-50 with the best ever sales at 4,305. MX-30 with 17 units delivered in April. CX-90, 845 new CX-90 owners. That's fantastic. As the inventory keeps rolling in, we'll continue to see more and more. So drop a comment below if you purchase a new CX-90 or really any new Mazda, because that's going to be exciting. Of course, we haven't had any CX-90 plug-in sales yet, as the plug-in will be next month, will be plug-in month. That brings the total of cars to 3,586, trucks at 28,765, for that April total of 32,351. Again, congratulations. Thank you very much to all of your support and your business as Mazda continues to climb, and we couldn't do it without you guys. Now I wanted to jump into a projection of crossover sales for the rest of the month just to give you an idea. Of course, we looked at those totals, but I'll give you current year-to-date numbers, and then these are my numbers, what I think that the projections will be. Starting off at the top, total units. I'm expecting Mazda to end up at 360,000 units in America, the U.S., United States of America. And last year, of course, we were right around 300. So we're going to see a 60,000 unit lift. CX-90 and CX-70 have a little to do with that, but CX-50 is also a main contributor to that change. But starting at the top, the big boy, the heavy hitter CX-5 in 23 is at 53,060 units. I project to add about another 100,000, so 155,000 units for CX-5. The CX-9 is currently at 13,147. I don't know how long they're going to continue to produce the CX-9, but I think it's going to end up somewhere around 20 or 25,000. We'll figure 20,000 here. CX-50 is the big growth. Last year, they were only a little over 21,000. So far this year, they're at 14,069. So I think they're going to double last year's and be at 42,000. More production, and they're actually going to a second shift later in the year, and we know that the CX-50 hybrid is coming, so a variety of vehicles, more production right here in America, in Alabama, more CX-50s, and this is also a good thing for y'all up in Canada and Mexico because more production means more coming your way, shorter wait times, and I know you can appreciate that. CX-30 is having some phenomenal months. Right now, year to date, they're at 25,824. I think they'll actually end up somewhere around 78,000 in 2023, which will be about 18,000 units higher than last year. CX-90, the new kid on the block, I think is not going to meet the early projection that Mazda USA was thinking, but I think we'll end up somewhere around 25 to 30,000 units. Of course, we're right around 1,000 now, and as they continue to ramp up production and shipping, I think we'll be around 25 to 30,000. Let's put 25,000 on the board here. And CX-70 is going to be that fourth quarter release, but I don't think we're going to see it until about December. And it's going to have a slow takeoff just like the CX-90 as far as availability. So I think the CX-70 will help us about 1,000 units, which is mainly from maybe half of November and December sales. For those of you that have already looked at CX-90s and know what the 70 is going to be, just minus the third row, I think that you'll be lined up and ready to take advantage of all of those that come in. This totals up to 321,000 units, 321,000 in just crossovers. And I think the Mazda 3 and the Miata, although shifting a little bit from last year, will still give us around that 30,000-ish units. And these are just projections. This will hit the 350 that Mazda's saying, and I think that we could possibly see more CX-90s, more CX-50s than what I'm figuring here to get us closer to 360,000. These projections are just kind of a safe number and gives you an idea of what's going to be available later on in the year if you're going to wait a few months or waiting for a specific product line. Comment down below if you like my numbers or think they're way off. I do think that Mazda is going to continue to grow over the next several years with more production, which hopefully will be shorter wait times, greater local availability for you to find the vehicle that you want in the quickest time possible. Fingers crossed on that. That's what I'm hoping for. I think that wraps it up for everything here on the Boulevard. I'll keep my ear to the ground for all the latest Mazda news. And you can text me at 334-718-0504 for any questions or comments. And you can always comment down below. And I'll see you on the next one.